Hello traders, the title of the video is Mastering Top-Down Trading Methods like Top Technical Traders, Part 5. This is the last video in a series of videos that we call Mastering Top-Down Trading Methods like Top Technical Traders, Part 1 to 5. So if you have not watched Part 1 to 4, please do so before watching part 5. But I need to remind traders that each video is unique. One can watch part 4 before one can watch part 5 before part 1, but in order to have a better understanding, one should start from part 1, part 2, part 3 up to part 5, but you can watch part 2 before, okay, part 1 and so on. All right. So in the last part of this series of video, we want to talk about the best top-down trading method for a day trader, swing trader, and a position trader. So you may say, George, all right, we understood, okay, now once and for all, the subject of a top-down trading methods. All right, we know how to combine the long, medium, and short-term trend. We know how to find a trading setup and implement a thorough top-down trading method. We know how to analyze the chart from different time frames, looking at the chart from different angles. All right, we know how to avoid losing even when we apply the top-down trading method correctly, as we have discussed in part 4. We know how to avoid those mistakes like not validating the trading setup, not using the trading triangle, not paying attention to the economy news and so on. But now, okay, George, I'm a day trader, I'm a swing trader, I'm a position trader. Tell me now, okay, the best, okay, top-down trading method that are specific to me, all right, that are useful to me, all right. So, what I'm going to do here, these are my own, okay, um, in my opinion, all right, you like that phrase? In my humble opinion, for a day trader, all right, it will be better to use the daily chart for the trading setup. So you say, George, I'm a day trader. Why should I go to the daily chart? Hold on, please. Okay, I haven't finished yet. So a day trader can go and look for a trading setup on the daily chart, wait for the signal on the hourly time frame, and then enter the day trade on a 15-minute time frame, on a 10-minute time frame. So daily chart for the trading setup, hourly time frame for the signal, and 10-minute time frame for the entry. So you may say, George, oh, this is a swing trading. What you are doing, all right, you want to day trade. So swing traders are entering their trade, and you just want to take a portion of their profit in one trading session. That's what you are doing. All right. So swing traders are using daily chart, hourly time frame, 10-minute time frame. You know that. You look for the trading setup on a daily chart. The signal is fired. Now you see it on a 10-minute time frame, and now you are entering the trade. Okay, with those swing traders. But you are not going to leave that trade open for many days. You want to take your profit at the end of the day. You will notice that sometimes if you find excellent trading setup on a daily chart and a valid signal is fired, as those swing traders enter the trade, you as a day trader enter the trade together with those swing traders, you will see that the problem run very, very fast. How much pip are you looking out of the trade? Is it 30 pip? Is it 50 pip? Is it 100 pip? Once you grab your portion, you bank it. That's it. So what you need to do as a day trader, which is very, very important, a lot of day traders will come and they will just, oh, what's going on now? And then they look for, and they just buy or sell. Don't do that. As a day trader, very important, you must prepare for your day trading. So you are not coming and opening your chart and saying, what's going on? Why should I trade? You always must prepare yourself. So you'll be looking for a trading setup, the signal, everything is set ready. You are just waiting for the entry on the 10-minute time frame as a day trader. So you have done your homework. The setup was in place, the signal was fired. Now the entry is in place, and you as a day trader, you are waiting to day trade. That's it. All right. But the preparation is very, very important if you are doing this. This is my recommendation. The second thing that a day trader will do is to use the 4-hour time frame, looking for trading setup on the 4-hour time frame, and then go on the 15-minute time frame for the signal, and then use the 3-minute time frame for the entry. So those are my two recommendations using a top-down trading method, the time frame that one should use as a day trader. There's one more thing that I will say to day trader. There's another time frame. In this case, instead of using a 3 times frame, one can use the hourly time frame and a 3-minute time frame. So the 3-minute time frame trend are forming the hourly time frame trend. So we are not using here 3 time frame, we are using only 2 time frame. We look for a trading setup on the hourly time frame, and then we go to the 3-minute time frame to enter the trade. That's it. There's no signal time frame. So our signal time frame is 3-minute time frame, our entry time frame is 3-minute time frame, and our setup time frame is the hourly time frame. But I have a warning. So traders sometimes they learn something and they forget it and they go around repeating the same mistake. As I've already discussed in part 4, if you are using daily chart, hourly time frame, 10-minute time frame for day trading purposes, what do you need to do? You need to go to the monthly chart, draw the channel, the trend line, and the key level on the monthly chart before looking for the daily chart trading setup in the vicinity of one of those key level, trend line, and channel. Very, very important. I will not repeat this again. If you want more information, you need to watch part 4. If you are using a 4-hour time frame, 50-minute time frame, a 3-minute time frame for the day trading purposes, top-down trading method, the first thing that you must do before going to the 4-hour time frame looking for your trading setup, you go to the weekly chart, you draw your channel, your trend line, or your key level on the weekly chart, and then you come to the 4-hour time frame as a day trader looking for your trading setup on the 4-hour time frame. Once you see that trading setup, we will now implement a top-down trading method. So 4-hour time frame, 15-minute time frame, and a 3-minute time frame. So you want to use a 2 times frame instead of a 3 time frame. So you want to use the hourly time frame and the 3-minute time frame, which is the last recommendation for day traders. Before you go to the hourly time frame, go to the daily chart, draw the channels, the trend lines, and the key levels on the daily chart. And then come to the hourly time frame, looking for the trading setup on the hourly time frame that are near one of those key level, channel, and trend line. Once you have found one of those trading setup in the vicinity of those key level on the daily chart, you are now on the hourly time frame looking for your trading setup. Once you see the setup on the hourly time frame near those key level, you will now go to the 3-minute time frame to enter the trade straight away. So you are using 2 times frame instead of 3 time frame. So the top-down trading method consists of using at least 2 time frame, but generally we use a 3 time frame: the setup time frame, the signal time frame, and the entry time frame. So those are the time frame for a day trader. I don't want this video to be too long. For a swing trader, all right. So what are my recommendations? In my humble opinion, my friend, so another trader may say to me, George, I don't like that, your recommendation. Okay, that's fine, don't use it, don't use it, all right, that's fine. Use something else, all right. In my humble opinion, for a swing trader, look for your trading setup on a monthly chart, your signal will be on a daily chart, and your entry will be on the hourly time frame. That's my own preference, and it's also my recommendation for traders who are swing traders. Why you are doing here, all right? Because a lot of swing traders don't bother to go to the monthly chart or quarterly chart, so they are looking for their trading setup on the daily chart. So we want to take advantage of those behaviors. So because they are on the daily chart looking for a trading setup, when we find a trading setup on a monthly chart and our signal is fired on the daily chart, our swing trading signal is fired on the daily chart, those who are looking for trading setup on a daily chart will join us because they don't want to know what's going on the weekly chart, monthly chart. They are stuck on the daily chart looking for their swing trading setup. When our monthly chart trading signal is fired on the daily chart, they're going to come and join us anyway. So which is good. So we are not alone swing trading. Those people will come and join us on the daily chart. So our signal on the daily chart will become their trading setup. But now we have advantage. The trading volume may increase because of that, because they see our signal as a trading setup. They are getting ready to buy or to sell depending on the trading setup. Now we will enter the trade on the hourly time frame. So we are entering the trade before them, But if they join us again, so we enter on the hourly time frame, they are waiting for their signal on the 10-minute time frame. As we enter on the 10-minute on the hourly time frame, we are already in the trade. All right. Now they join us on the 10-minute time frame, pushing the price again in the same direction as we are expecting. So they are supporting us below. So probably they will be buying near somewhere not to somewhere midpoint between our entry point and our stop loss on the 10-minute time frame. All right, this is it. Another recommendation for the swing trader is to use, which I do not, that's not my preference. I told you my preference monthly chart, daily chart, hourly time frame. But another recommendation is that for a swing trader, you can use weekly chart for the trading setup, 4-hour time frame for the signal, or 2-hour time frame for the signal, and 15-minute time frame for the entry. Why? All right. So we know that the quarterly chart position traders will be looking for that signal either on a weekly chart or 3-day chart. So what we are looking for, if we find a good trading setup on the weekly chart that corresponds to their signal, the quarterly chart signal, then those quarterly charts that are getting ready to enter the trade on the 4-hour time frame, at the time when our signal is fired on the 4-hour time frame, those quarterly chart position traders will be entering their position trade, propelling our trade. The price, you see the price will start running away, so they are entering the trade already before us, and we will join them later on the 50-minute time frame. So after the first impulse way, after the first push, because of the entry of one thing I need to mention very fast, that position trader takes a bit of time to enter the trade, so they will not enter the trade like in 1 hour at least. Well, these are hedge fund, so sometimes their entry may be like, so you have to be careful. That's why I say to you, I'm not a very popular believer in the 4-hour on the weekly chart swing trading setup. All right. But you have to understand that the position traders can take 2 or 3 days or more to enter the trade. So they are loading it gently. So price goes up, pull back, goes up, pull back, goes up, pull back. And sometimes people are taken out of their swing trade because of the position traders that are preparing to enter the trade, and they're not going to enter the trade in one go and just go away. So they are buying bit by bit by bit by bit. Because of the rules and the regulation in the financial market, they're not allowed to distort the market by buying 100 million shares in one go. So they have some rules, they have to follow those rules. So that's why I say to you, I prefer monthly chart, daily chart, hourly chart. But we can take advantage of that. So in order to polish this top-down trading method for swing trading, which means using weekly chart, trading setup, 4-hour time frame, and 50-minute time frame, what one can do, if you are more advanced trader, is to go to the quarterly chart, as I told you. Okay, so if you are using a weekly chart trading setup, you will go to the quarterly chart. What do you need to do? Draw your trend line, your channel, and your key level. Part 4, this is about part 4, all right? Check it out. If you are using a monthly chart trading setup for your swing trading, you will go to the yearly chart, draw your key level, trend line, okay, and channel. If you do not have the yearly chart, then you have to use the quarterly chart, all right? All right, very, very important. Before you will be looking for the trading setup on the monthly chart near one of those key levels that you have seen on the yearly chart. So the weekly chart, draw your key levels, channels, and trend line on the quarterly chart before you come to this weekly chart looking for your trading setup. Check out again part 4 to understand what I'm talking about here. So those are my recommendations for swing traders. Okay, monthly chart, daily chart, hourly time frame. Okay. Or weekly chart, 4-hour time frame, 50-minute time frame, or weekly chart, 2-hour time frame, 50-minute time frame. But if you're on a weekly chart, to get a better trading setup on a weekly chart, you can go to the quarterly chart looking for, apart from drawing the channel, the trend line, the key level, you can look for a specific trading setup on the quarterly chart, and then when the signal is fired for the quarterly chart traders, you use that signal for your weekly chart, trading setup. And then you implement your top-down trading method, weekly chart, 4-hour time frame, 15-minute time frame. I need to remind traders that the position trader very often will use a candlestick patterns. So I've been talking about candlestick pattern at I think it's 24 Stock Trader, at a 24 Stock Trader YouTube channel. So check out the playlist about candlestick pattern. Is it either 24 Stock Trader YouTube channel or Day Pro Traders YouTube channel? Check the playlist so you may understand more. So they use more candlestick patterns. So those position traders use candlestick patterns a lot. And once they find one, they come to the weekly chart or 3-day chart looking for their signal. So if you are using the weekly chart, all right, we can, all right, for swing trading, we can check the quarterly chart before. This is very, very important. Another recommendation that I may add to swing trading is that we can use 3-day chart. If you have 3-day chart instead of a weekly, you can have a 3-day chart, 3 hours time frame. All right, and then which one should we use now? Uh, and 30-minute time frame. All right, 3-day chart. Is that correct? So 3-day chart, yes, 3-hour time frame, and 30-minute time frame for swing trading. All right. So some people may say, well, no, that's not good, but it's up to you. But I leave it to you. Monthly chart, daily chart, hourly time frame, or weekly chart, 4-hour time frame, 50-minute time frame for swing traders. For position trader, moving on very swiftly, all right, position trader, what are my recommendations? In my humble opinions, all right, the number one time frame for position traders is the quarterly chart. So they are looking for candlestick patterns on the quarterly chart most of the time. All right, they use Fibonacci, they use fractal, they use area wave. But on the quarterly chart, they pay attention to the candlestick pattern a lot. All right, so they use quarterly chart for the trading setup, all right, weekly chart for the signal, or 3-day chart for the signal, and 4-hour time frame for the entry. Are you a position trader? Are you a hedge fund? Okay, are you investment bank? All right, do you understand the top down terminal, or have you been distorting the market? Who allow you to do that? All right, subscribe. All right, subscribe to 24 Stock Trader and learn more about a top-down trading method. Okay. All right. Now this will make you laugh a bit. All right. So this is it about the position trading. So before, okay. So you are looking for your trading setup, your candlestick pattern on the quarterly chart for position trading purposes. Please do me a favor. If you have the yearly chart, go to the yearly chart first, draw your trend line, your channels, your key level on the yearly chart, and then drop down to the quarterly chart, looking for your high probability trading setup on the quarterly chart that are near one of those key level, trend line, and channel of the yearly chart. After that, you will implement your top-down trading method, quarterly chart, weekly chart, or 3-day chart for the signal, and then the 4-hour time frame or 2-hour time frame for the entry. All right. Another recommendation for position trader is to use the yearly chart for the trading setup. So you are stuck there. You can't have any 2 years time frame unless you have a software that allows you to see 2 years time frame, 3 year time frame. That would be better, isn't it? So you use a yearly chart, monthly chart for the signal, and a daily chart for the entry. But a lot of position traders prefer the quarterly chart, weekly chart, and 4-hour time frame. But there are another group of traders that are using the yearly chart, the monthly chart, and the daily chart. Those position traders are using a lot, okay, the area wave patterns, the area wave price structures on the yearly chart. That's a better way to use the yearly chart. So you see the higher degree wave count, you combine it with the monthly chart, okay, lower degree wave count in order to forecast the market. So you don't know about Elliott wave, subscribe to 24 Elliott wave YouTube channel. As I told you before, I'm 100% YouTuber. All right. So those are my recommendations for day traders, swing traders, and position traders. As always, all right, my recommendation is not set in a stone. You do not have to take it. You can take it or leave it. You can say, John, I don't like it. Don't use it. You don't like anything. Don't use it. Always make decisions. Don't allow anybody to make a decision for you. All right? Make your own decision. Be your own counsel. Very, very important. It doesn't mean that ignore, okay, the experience of others, which I said before, is completely stupid, all right, to ignore somebody who got more experience than you. It's like a father that is speaking to their children and says, children, be careful, this is it, and blah, blah, blah. And the children, they ignore it. Your father has been there, or living, maybe he's now 50 years old, and you are only 10 years, and they tell you something, and you are not listening. So, acknowledge advices, all right? Look at it from your own point of view, accept some advice, but before you do something, you will make your decision. That's very, very important, all right? So you watch this video, say, George, okay, good. I don't like it, don't use it. All right, very important. So to summarize the video, for a day trader, best top-down trading method for a day trader, we say daily chart, hourly time frame, 10-minute time frame, or 4-hour time frame, 15-minute time frame, 3-minute time frame, or hourly time frame and 3-minute time frame. Best top-down trading method for a swing trader, we say my recommendation, which you do not have to accept, monthly chart, daily chart, and hourly time frame, or weekly chart, 4-hour time frame, 15-minute time frame. Okay, for position trader, quarterly chart, okay, weekly chart, and 4-hour time frame, or yearly chart, monthly chart, daily chart. So this will conclude this series of videos about mastering top-down trading method like a top technical traders, part 1 to part 5. I would like to thank a trader, that is TSTW trader, that have asked this specific question and say, Joe, you did not teach me, okay, a top-down trading method. Well, it's a TSTW, that's why it's using a trader, by the way. So, but in fact, it's a good question. It's a very important question because, as I've been saying before, a lot of traders struggle a bit when it comes to the top-down trading method. So, to give a clear conclusion for this series of videos is that it's very easy, all right? One can sit down and learn it in one day. So you can watch video 1 to video 5 in one day, sit down, take note, and understand everything that I've said, okay? But it's not easy when you start to put into use, okay? So what you need to do, all right? Are you a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Are you a position trader? Good. Okay, now, which one did you like? All right. Try to use a demo account. Practice, as I explained in part 4, and gain the skill and experience before going live. If you are ready to go live, don't take a 10 trade straight away, because now you see, George, I work on the paper, I've been making money, look at it, look at that, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. I love you, George. I say, thank you very much for loving me, okay? And then you say, all right, now I want to trade it. Don't open 100 trade that day. Don't go out take your inheritance money, empty and put in your trading account and say, all right, today is the day. Either I'm a millionaire or I become poor. It's crazy. Don't do that. Take only one trade. Take it from me. Take it only one trade. See it through. It's successful. If it's successful, celebrate it. Take that money out of your account if you're successful. Go and celebrate a small celebration. All right. You have. Go to a restaurant, have a nice time and celebrate your first win. Good. Next time, take again one trade. So you may keep taking only one trade. So you are taking one trade. So by doing that, you are seeing which trading setup is working for you. Which one has been working. So this one does not work. Don't say it's bad. Okay? Find out why it did not work. It's very simple. All right? People say, oh, this trading system is useless. Good, yeah, it's your viewpoint. It's useless. I have traders who say to me TSCWS is useless. I have traders who say to me TSCWS is useless. Very good. So, but the point is that the system will not trade for you. All right? No trading method will trade for a trader. A trader will make the decision to trade. So when you have a trading method, you learn something new, you must practice first, okay, before you go live. That's why now, from 2017, anybody that purchased the TSCW24 or SYS008 can ask for a refund within the first 14 days. And no question asked, well, I'll give you back your money. And we are still friends. Okay? So this is what we are talking about. Okay? I want to also to talk about, to give the final thought on this series of videos, is that in all this video, part 1 to part 5, okay. So when you are ready, don't place many trade, take one trade for maybe three months. You say, all right, now, okay, I know it. Okay, I get it. Okay, now go to 2 trade. All right, and then you take it maybe for 6 months. Okay, yes. Then 3 trade. Okay, and then don't, because if you have many trade open, you will see it. All right. So anytime you take 2 trade, you say, oh, I lose. Okay, go back to taking only one trade. Or you were taking 2 trades, everything was okay. Okay, the winning rate was higher than losing rate because you have losing trade for sure. All right, there will be some losing trade. All right, so if you try it first time, it was a losing trade. The second time, a losing trade. The third time, it was a losing trade. You say, oh, this thing is not working. A lot of people will dump it. All right, but that's another topic we'll be discussing later on. All right, but then if you are taking 2 trades, it's working, and you move to 3 trade, and you start having difficulty, drop back to 2 trade. All right. If you are taking 3 trades, another thing that you need to do, if you are taking 3 trades, don't take them all in the same sector. You may use a different group. All right. You take one stock in Dow 100, one stock in Dow 30, another stock FTSE 100, and so you are using different financial. Or maybe you say, all right, it's not working for me for the stock. Okay, let's try currencies. All right, the major currency. Or it maybe it's not working for me for stock. Let's try commodities. All right. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be using spread betting. Maybe I should use option. Okay, that will help me better. So those are the things you're going to play with as you are trying to see which financial tool you should use, and together with your top-down trading method. All right. So you are working on all this, and all you do care about is your ability to trade. And if you are losing, stop. That's it. Stop. It's your money, and don't lose it. Another thing that I will say again, okay, as a final thought about a top-down trade method, I recommend to traders, okay, if you think that everything is useless, go back again and watch part 4. Watch part 4. In part 4, I was talking about why somebody, okay, who mastered the top-down trading method is still losing. What can be the factor that can make somebody who already mastered the top-down trading method but is still losing? You want to look at the validation of the trading setup and using the trading triangle, paying attention to the economy news. This will pull you out of the losing valley, so to speak. All right. So this is the end of this series of video. If you have any more questions, but I will not record any more video about the top-down trading method. I may be talking about more top-down trading method mistakes, all right, that one can make. But this is it, 5 videos. End of this series of video. I've said everything that I need to say. We can go on talking about the fractal patterns and so on, but this is it. That's all you need to know. It's nothing complex coming out anywhere else. That's it. All right. But if you have any question or suggestion, put in the comment section. In due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. For TSTWSY as usual, a traders, okay? Understand that though we use the daily chart and our signal is on the hourly time frame and our entry is on the 10-minute time frame using the TSTW key 02, we as a TSTW SY as usual A traders, we are allowed to use any trading setup on any higher time frame. We do not have to stop on a daily chart looking for a trading setup. That's why we have the 24SP trading material, all right? You can apply it on the daily chart, on the weekly chart, on the yearly chart, on the quarterly chart. But the one you do not want to change is that you will not change the technical indicators, and you will not change the entry time frame. You will not change the signal time frame and the entry time frame. But when it comes to finding a trading setup, okay, the sky is the limit for you. Have you found a reliable trading setup? Good. Now go to the signal time frame or the TSTW24, use the technical indicators and trade it like a pro. There is a losing trend. Check again, watch this video because it's about top-down trading method, and I need to have a message for new trader. If you are a new trader, you may find it difficult to implement a top-down trading method. If you are a new swing trader, please stay away from the TSTW08 until you mature. Okay, I think that will make more sense. We'll become more friendly because I have noticed that TSTWS as usual a trader that stick around with me, which I like, all right, and those who are more experienced, because as I start talking to those traders, I start straight away to understand that those traders are advanced traders and know what they are doing, all right. But sometimes a lot of new traders go and purchase the TSTWS as usual, which they can do, and then they find it difficult to implement the top-down trading method, all right? And, all right, I need to mention it here, please, okay? Very, very important. Very, very important. The trading system will never trade for a trader. You purchase any system anywhere in the world, give yourself at least 2 weeks to master the system. That's why I give traders 14 days. You don't like it, contact me within that 14 days. Okay, if you contact me on the 15th day, you won't get your money back. Contact me within the first 14 days and say, John, don't go into blah 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 with me. Just say, I want my money back. One sentence. I want my money back for TSCWC, and I will refund you within 24 hours. Don't tell me whether the system, why the system is useless, blah blah blah. I don't want to know. Ask for your money, I give it to you. End of the matter. That's all. Okay. So this is it. So the top-down trading methods very simple, but it's not easy. Okay, to put into use. All right. So questions, put them in the comment section. All right. Any suggestion, put in the comment section. What is the next series of video you want us to record? Okay, I will pay attention to that, and in due course, if I think it's useful, or if I already done it, we won't do it again. All right. Or put your suggestion there, and we look at it. Okay. Okay, so this will conclude this series of video about mastering a top-down trading method like a top technical trader, part 1 to part 5. Find this video truly useful, let us know by giving us the thumbs up, your big beautiful thumbs up. That would be great. If you think that, George, well, I don't know, you are the useless YouTuber that I ever come across. This is another useless blah blah blah. Okay, please mark it down. That will put me under pressure to go back to my YouTube creator drawing board to improve on my next recording. However, if you think that this series of videos are essential for technical trader, which I believe myself, because one cannot trade like a pro if one does not know how to apply a top-down trading method. It's a critical trading mistakes. All right. So this is it. If you want to help us, if you are truly in love with us, all right, at a 2-4 stock trader, your #1 fan, okay, feel free to share with your friend on Google Plus, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Reddit, or even on Pinterest. All right, that would be I will be very grateful to you for that help. All right, the playlist. Okay, there is a playlist for the mastering the top-down trading method. Don't share one video, just share the playlist, and that will be very good. And what you are doing, you are helping in fact other traders and the community of technical traders. Because other traders can make you lose because they are doing all kind of crazy trades, stochastic overbought. They are selling like a crazy. All right. When you are trying to buy because the price break above the resistance level, they are wasting your time, and they can make you lose. So what we are doing by recording video like this, we are opening the eye of traders, saying, "Well, I did not know this before." Or I was doing all kind of crazy things. And you believe it, this is true. Even the hedge funds don't know, some of the traders there do not know what we are discussing here. All right? Now, those people have a lot of money, they can move the market up or down. Can you imagine they're doing all kind of crazy things? And they are entering the trade like a mad. So if you are entering the trade like a mad, you can mess up other traders. But if you are entering the trade in an orderly fashion, you mess up other trade. You mess up other traders. That's what I'm saying. Okay? You are doing everything in an orderly fashion. You are not violating the market pattern. Okay? A lot of so if you have a lot of money, suppose I have billions of dollars at my disposal, and I'm just selling each time the stock has still overbought, the market will not go anywhere. If I am the dominant market participant in that sector, that market will not go anywhere, because anytime the stock has reached that level of 80, I'm selling. Where is it going? I'm the dominant market player. Now, this is not to criticize, okay, because in the financial market, I'm always careful what I'm saying. I'm not saying that this is what, okay, the professional traders are doing. I'm not saying that this is what the hedge funds are doing, but I'm just saying to you, by sharing this playlist, you are doing a big favor to yourself and to other traders, so we have an orderly market. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the STW24 traders talking about mastering top-down trading method like a top technical traders, part 5. Happy trading to you all, and speak to you should